inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The ball here on the East Coast, always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They run the counter now on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the rumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still going to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Throwing his lance on third down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it first and 10. Back near his goal line, Mariota. That's out to the flat for Gibson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Third and short yardage. Mariota got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up near the 32. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs are a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll go for it. Lance going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run. It's Gibson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mariota now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him.
And this is taken in for the Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Lance now to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the gun, it's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action. Mariota. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Gibson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds here.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Quick throw out wide from Mariota. Touchdown! Logan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Moreau. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just short of 20. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with a Washington football team on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Off the play fake, Mariota. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action now, Mariota. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Thomas. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now with Juszczyk. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second before you have to try and make the tackle into big game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance taking a shot for Samuel. And this is oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because
that's a bull, man.
This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league. And anytime you talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
It comes, and
Get the ball, get the ball.
Mariota had a jar loose.
Oh, give me something.
His own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Mariota to throw it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Open man is Samuel, complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Returnable for Thomas. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Lance now on 1st down. That's over the middle and caught. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Lance to throw it. Got his target, Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
God damn it, man. Who was supposed to catch that? I pressed X.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a winning situation when you're up in the 4th quarter.
they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And Thomas has it. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Returnable for Thomas.
What are you doing, Larry?
That one in the
Are you putting away
books
stuff
as
up high?
64-yard punt. And the offense will
Okay, put it down.
with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a
Don't try to put it up high.
Especially at this late stage of the contest.
What?
He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he
I know, but you don't need to try to put it up high. Somebody else taller needs to.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Play action, now it's Lance. And this pass broken up.
Dang it, man. You gotta be freaking kidding me.
And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a handoff as they run left side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successful?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Niners on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. They stop it for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mariota here to throw. This will be caught at Samuel. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was